What if I told you that the life you're living right now isn't determined by what happened to you, but by how you chose to respond to it? Tony Robbins has spent decades teaching one fundamental truth that changes everything. Your mindset isn't just more important than your circumstances. It's the only thing that truly matters. Tony tells a story about meeting a man who was paralyzed from the neck down, couldn't move his body, relied on others for everything. But when Tony asked him how he was doing, the man smiled and said, "I'm living the best life possible." Meanwhile, Tony had just left a meeting with a multimillionaire who was absolutely miserable, complaining about everything despite having perfect health, wealth, and opportunities. What was the difference? Decision. The paralyzed man decided that life was happening for him, not to him. The millionaire decided he was a victim of his circumstances. Same planet, radically different worlds. Here's what Tony teaches. It all comes down to what you focus on and the meaning you assign to events. Your brain filters reality through your beliefs, your focus, and your emotional state. This means you're not experiencing reality. You're experiencing your perception of reality. And here's the beautiful part. You get to choose that perception. He once worked with a woman who had been depressed for 11 years. In less than 20 minutes, Tony helped her completely shift her state by asking one simple question. "How do you do depression?" Tony pressed. "Well, you're really good at it. You've been doing it for 11 years. So what's your recipe? How do you stand? How do you breathe? What do you focus on?" Suddenly, she realized depression wasn't something happening to her. It was something she was actively creating through her physiology, focus, and language. This is the power of understanding that you're not broken. You're just running a program that doesn't serve you. And any program can be changed. Tony teaches 3 forces you can leverage right now. First, your physiology. Change how you move, breathe, and hold your body. Emotion is created by motion. Second, your focus. Whatever you focus on, you feel. Third, your language. The words you use shape your experience. Here's one of Tony's most powerful teachings. Trade your expectations for appreciation, and your whole life changes. Most people live in constant frustration because reality doesn't match their expectations. But what if instead of demanding that life meet your expectations, you found appreciation for what already is? When you're grateful, you're in a resourceful state. When you're frustrated, you're powerless. Tony shares a story about Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist who survived Nazi concentration camps. Frankl had every reason to be destroyed by his circumstances. He lost his family, his freedom, everything. But he discovered that even in the most horrific conditions, he had one freedom no one could take. The freedom to choose his response. Your circumstances don't define you. Your response does. Tony Robbins says that the quality of your life is determined by the quality of the questions you ask yourself. Most people ask terrible questions. Why does this always happen to me? What's wrong with me? And your brain will find answers to support these assumptions. It will create a reality where you're the victim. But what if you ask different questions? What can I learn from this? How is this happening for me instead of to me? These questions shift your entire focus. They move you from victim to creator, from powerless to resourceful. Just by asking better questions, your biochemistry changes. Your focus shifts, your state transforms. Remember, your brain is always answering the questions you ask it. So ask better questions, ask empowering questions. So here's what Tony Robbins has been teaching for decades. Your mindset isn't just more important than your circumstances. It's everything. You're not limited by what's happened to you. You're only limited by what you believe about what's happened to you. Change your physiology, change your focus, change your language, and you change your life. Decide right now that life is happening for you, not to you. You have more power than you realize. You always have. Start today. Not tomorrow, not when things get better, today. Because your life is waiting for you to show up as the person you're capable of becoming. Now go create something extraordinary.
Hit the subscribe button.
Thanks for watching.